Hello, it's Polish Paul VR, welcome to the channel, I hope you all alright and having a good day. We are here to do another episode of PSVR Showcase, my weekly show in which we're looking at all the upcoming PlayStation VR games. The rules are simple, the game have to be confirmed for PSVR, you can see same game in multiple episodes, but it's always going to be new footage. So with that out of way, let's just get started, and we are beginning from 1976 back to Midway from Ivanovich game. Now the PC version is already out and I had a chance to play it, and I tell you what, this is a very fun title. So of course it might remind you of those arcade games with that plane 1942. Many of you probably remembers that, putting the quarters inside the cabinet and trying to play a bit more. And as it goes for Ivanovich games, they like to give you those nostalgic vibes. Therefore, the latest title they come out with this idea, and it's a very good idea. You've got this big giant screen in front of you, it's all in 3D, the planes coming from behind your head and everywhere. Each level ends with very nice boss fight. The levels getting crazy difficult as well. And most importantly, the gameplay is really fun. Just like some of their titles, like Operation Warcade, the game features immersion zones, which means it's gonna kind of transport you to the different point of view, which gonna give you an on-rail section when you inside of the plane, but also there is a sections when you see from behind the plane. Very nice spin on the idea, because it's adding new mechanics as you progress. To progress through the levels you need to collect stars, so you need to be good at the level. It's quite a longish game as well. Very nicely designed, and definitely the title that it's Werewolf looking forward to. Hopefully it won't be too long. Ivanovich Games experienced PSVR developer, so I'm sure they will pull off this port very soon. Okay, and now let's move on to the another VR rhythmic game. We cannot get enough of those in virtual reality. But among many, let's say, crappy VR rhythmic games, there's few what's always gonna stand out. Of course, Beat Saber is on the top, but also Synth Riders getting very close to it. Kind of different idea of the gameplay, but very good idea, and I'm glad they went off like this way about VR rhythmic game. So you kind of like gliding through the music, let's say. And also what's very cool, what the developer said, is that PSVR version of this game will release this year, but also there will be PSVR 2 version. So finally, maybe with the new controllers we'll be able to feel the music in palms of our hands. But also, of course, probably we can expect a much better resolution on PSVR 2. And maybe they're gonna add some more effects. They was very vague about PSVR 2 announcement. They just said this year for PSVR, and then when PSVR 2 releases, they're gonna do PSVR 2 version. But nevertheless, very nice announcement, and if you like VR rhythmic games, then probably you'll be satisfied with Synth Riders. And the next game we're gonna talk about is the one that everyone cannot wait for. The game seems to be just around the corner, and I'm talking about Alvo, our upcoming online first-person shooter. I spoke about this game so many times on this channel because, of course, it's a title that we all getting excited for. Ever since the first announcement back in 2017, this game piqued everyone's interest. Of course, there was a bit of troubles during the development because the developer lost the investor, but they didn't give up. They found a new investor and they carried on making the game. And now the game is nearly here. Other day the developer on Discord said the 1.0 version of Alvo is ready, which means that it's their full release. That's the version they're gonna want to release. Of course they need to go with Sony through their QA. I don't know how that's going, but I know original plan was somewhere end of March, beginning of April. I'm pretty sure that we probably going to see Alvo at some point in April. I had a chance to play the beta quite a while ago. It was an older build of the game, but nevertheless I still awesomely enjoyed it because the gameplay was so good. Ever since I had a chance to play Alvo last, I'm hearing a lot of things are changed for even better. So when this game releases, it's gonna be an awesome PlayStation VR title. and a title that many people was waiting for quite a while. Not taking away anything from Firewall Zero Hour, it's a very good game, but many people wanted this fast-paced shooter with some awesome weapons, awesome controls options, loads of customization, also with the dedicated servers, and all in all super tight gameplay. And I must say, Alvo delivers on all those fronts. So get ready, because the game is just around the corner and very soon we should see it. Of course, stay tuned to the channel, and as soon as the developer announces the release date, the very minute it happens, I'll be here making the video about it. Because just like you, I cannot wait for Alvo. I just have my fingers crossed that I will have some time to play it. We've been so busy lately with selling old house, buying new one. I kind of, last time I properly played game was Hitman in January, but hopefully with Alvo release this will change. And now let's check out some more footage for Distortion VR. The developer was more active on social media lately. I wonder if he's getting ready for the release date. This is your upcoming cyberpunk shooter in virtual reality, and if you want, you can play it with aim controller. Okay, and now you can see some gameplay from Zombieland Headshot Fever. The game is already out on Quest. I was very surprised because the game is done by Sony's Pictures. You would think Sony company would make the game available first for PlayStation VR, but as we know, that's a fate of many games, and PSVR owners always have to wait a bit longer, but nevertheless the developers saying the game should be out soon after, you know, all the other versions will release. Now what I'm seeing is maybe a cool gameplay. They totally miss the opportunity of having, if they go in for this node locomotion system, move around like in Blood and Truth. So instead I see teleportation everywhere, which is a bit of a shame. But who knows, I'm sure the developers can listen to everyone's criticism, and that's one of many. So maybe they will work on it and update it, and they give us this kind of Blood and Truth locomotion system. Especially that when they announced this game, they said they are very inspired by the games like House of the Dead, which by the way would be amazing if Sega did VR port of that one, but also Time Crisis. So I think, you know what, I don't want to complain too much about the game, because even though the Quest version is out, I still didn't play it, but I know some people would like something more than teleportation. But anyway, we're just gonna have to wait and see. Zombieland might be fun, and probably fun for the fans of the franchise. Okay, and now to end the video, here we have a bit of footage from Stride, as you've been asking me about this game a lot lately. As we know, the developer announced the release date for early 2021, we're still waiting. I'm sure the game is probably just around the corner. We should see very soon all those games releasing, what we've been waiting for a long time. but as of now we still have to wait. So this footage actually is from their Christmas update, but of course it shows you this awesome Stride gameplay, and thanks to the fact that the game not utilizes thumbsticks at all, but more of a this sprint vector kind of movement when you wave in your arms, that should translate nicely to PlayStation VR as well. Stride very anticipated by pretty much all of you, especially those of you who are fans of Mirror's Edge. So just like with Alvo and all other games, I'm expecting to hear release date anytime soon. Stay tuned to the channel, and as soon as I know, I will let you know. Okay, if you like what you're seeing, then please press a like, because it does helps the channel a lot. And if you're new to the channel and are not subscribed, then subscribe. It's always better when it's more of us. And that's it, bye.